I love you.
I love you, Dad.
Love you guys. Bye. Mwah. Mwah. Best kids in the world. Bye, Sissy. Love you. Bye, Griff. Make sure you stay there, okay? Okay, go ahead and stay right there. Bye, guys. Bye, guys. Okay, run back inside. Run back inside. Run, run, run. Love you guys. Okay. If you want to make your life fantastic, have kids. Oh my goodness. Wait till it's the right time to have kids. I'm not saying if, go have kids right now, but holy cow, the amount of joy kids bring you. At least my kids. Maybe it's just my kids. Maybe every other kid is not the same. I can only imagine all of them are. Anywho, best way to start a day, hanging out with some kids. I've been having the kiddos sleep in some of my shirts that I don't really wear, so they have these like big oversized shirts on, and they look awesome, and they wake up early and they've got these big baggy shirts on, and it's amazing. And I was reading Luke 1, John 1 today, and Griffin comes out, and he comes and sits on my lap, and we just talk about the day, and I tell him what I'm reading about. There is a flock of geese, and my goodness, the most perfect start to a morning. That sunshine, more geese. Yeah, I don't know about you. This is one of those mornings that you just always want to hold close. I got up at 4:50. Got the run in, the incline walk in, the workout in, walked the dog. It's Monday, so I don't do breakfast or lunch. And again, kind of a newish thing, maybe like the last year or two, I've been trying to implement that where you have dinner Sunday night. Last night, in my case, I made ice cream out of some protein powder, some almond milk, some healthier stuff. But anyway, I don't eat from dinner time on Sunday till dinner time on Monday, and it's a good little reset today. By lunchtime, my belly's, telling me, hey man, we could use some food. And you know what? There's something about that just feels good, of saying, I'll get you food, man. There's a lot of stuff I'm gonna fill you up with, but just not right now. And enjoy it, enjoy that hunger. And as I was getting into my car this morning, I had the thought that I haven't thought about this since Friday morning when I posted it. I was like, shoot, what the heck should we talk about? But now that I'm thinking, which is a good thing to do on your drive to school, some of my best thinking about what I'm going to do for the day, or what questions I'm going to ask my kids, or things that I'm going to have them journal about, comes from this like morning-ish time. And today is day 40 for me. And there was the one day in Vegas that I missed, which again is a-okay. And I have allowed myself to be okay with it. But today's day 40. And talking about this, fasting and shoot, 40 days is a long stinking time. And 40 days times, let's just say these things are averaging 10 minutes a day. That's 400 minutes. And I didn't even check this thing. I always should check this thing to make sure we're rolling. 400 minutes of, I mean, definitely not all good, usable material. But I was like showing Griffin and again Callaway as I was leaving. Palmer was still sleeping, by the way. I was showing them, yeah, hey, Dad records his drive to school, and my kids have 400-ish minutes of me talking about some silly stuff on my way to school, and I think that's a pretty darn cool thing. That's something that I've got to be proud of. If you're telling me I got to have 400 minutes of video watching my dad, watching my grandpa, these people who, you know, moved on from this life, I would be so pumped. And I kind of knew when I started this whole thing that is a big motivator to do something like this, you know? Leaving behind something that can hopefully positively impact those you love. And I think that's a wonderful thing. I think that makes it worth doing. And it's a Monday, and again, Mondays I know have had this stigmatism, don't know, don't care, about, oh, it's so hard, this and that. I was walking my dog around the block this morning, and it's still dark outside, and the stars are still shining bright, and the moon is still shining, and my high school kids, my own kids, are still sleeping. And it's a wonderful opportunity to just say some prayers for those kids that haven't yet woken up yet, for those kids that are going to be in my class today, for those my own kids who are going to go off to different places and shoot, best start to a morning. Yesterday we got to go to a movie premiere, or like an early screening of a movie that is coming out, I think, on the 10th. So maybe that's this Thursday or Friday, because today's the 6th. And it was about a guy who, when he was a kid, accidentally caught himself on fire and had burns over 100% of his body, and doesn't let it define him, definitely hides behind it for 25 years after the fact, but becomes a motivational speaker, and now is a dad, a husband, a business owner. And holy cow, perspective is one of the most powerful things in life, I think, that you can have. When you have the perspective of, oh, today that could happen to me as easily as it happened to this guy. That could happen to me. It hasn't happened to me. I'm thankful that it hasn't happened to me, because, man, it is a graphic, real movie. Like, that's a real movie. It's a true story. But there are people in a burn unit right now where that has happened to, and they are enduring the pain that this guy endured, and every day you sit in a bath and your bandages have to be pulled off of your skin and your skin has to be cleaned. Ooh. And then you have to be rebandaged after they scrub your skin. That, hey, an infection can kill you. So you better bet your hind end that, yeah, as much as that hurts, it beats the alternative. And one germ can cause an infection, and an infection can spread, and that's when limbs have to be removed to protect your body from itself. Anyway, crazy stuff. But watching a video like that just puts life into perspective of not wasting a moment of it. And over the weekend, I got to go to Under His Umbrella's yearly fundraiser dinner, and it just puts things into perspective as far as what is important, what you are spending your time doing, and what an amazing opportunity we all have to love one another, help one another, fulfill our own personal desires, and do things that matter. And man, it just, perspective is a wonderful thing. Sometimes perspective is best learned when traveling. And this weekend, it was not in the form of traveling, it was in the form of a dinner and a movie that just kind of makes you realize, oh man, everything around me is a gift, and I am going to treat it that way, because to not would be wasteful, and I don't want to waste it, you know? Okay. 40 days of doing this, and that's awesome. Much to celebrate, but not more than the fact that we should just celebrate this Monday, and we're going to, and you should too. And whatever the heck you did this weekend, I hope it was awesome. I look forward to hearing about it in a second when I ask all you guys how your weekend was and make you share about it. Anyway, rock your Monday. I wished all you guys had the start of your day that I got to have, but my kids are not your kids. My dog is not your dog. My alarm clock is not your alarm clock. But I think you should perfect those mornings, because it is worth it. 40 days, people. Have a great Monday.